Hello and welcome to this short video about Jaguar XK8, how to disconnect your battery. This is video 56 in my series of XK8 videos, and in this video I'm going to show you what is the best practice when disconnecting your battery and a few top tips to remember once the battery is disconnected. Okay, so if you haven't subscribed to our channel, I'd encourage you to subscribe. Please click the bell to be reminded of up and coming videos when they're issued. Please click the thumbs up if you like the videos, or thumbs down if you don't like them. Please share and add comments and I'll reply as soon as I can. The O&DR XK8 channel. Please subscribe. Okay, now to the business. The battery location then is in the luggage compartment or the boot. It's on the right hand side behind this panel here, a slightly raised panel. If you took your hand down the right hand side at the front, you should be able to get in between the trim, and the panel should just pull up. If you pull it towards you, it will just pull out, revealing a very large battery and the fuse stroke relay box. There you go, on the right hand side. The correct way to disconnect your battery then is actually to disconnect the negative lead first and then the positive. Okay, so why do we disconnect the positive lead first? Well, it's mainly safety and good practice. If I substitute a pencil instead of a 10mm spanner and pretend I'm going to undo the positive, if you're very unlucky or not doing it properly, you'll be undoing the nut and you'll actually catch the strap on the top of the battery. Now this strap is actually earthed, so when you touch that strap with your spanner or pencil, it'll create the circuit, and then it'll short out your battery, which isn't particularly healthy for the battery. And also, whatever's shorted out, the pencil or not the pencil, but the spanner will actually start to get very hot. And there has been stories on the internet where the circuit is actually made with the spanner, aka pencil, and somebody's wedding ring. And you can imagine it's quite rare to do it, I believe, but it is possible that the wedding ring becomes part of your circuit, and obviously the wedding ring is going to get very hot and burn your finger. So that's the reason why it's not good practice, A, for the battery to be shorted out, and for health and safety reasons, to disconnect the positive lead first. So it's best to undo the negative lead first. You basically undo the clamp with your spanner. Now in the case of the negative, there's no danger of touching earth with the earth terminal. All it's doing is creating more earth, so no sparks are going to fly. So you basically undo that and then give it a wriggle, fight with it a bit, and it should come off. There you go. Tuck it down and your battery is now disconnected, and you can safely take the positive terminal off now because it won't create a circuit. The other end of the battery is no longer connected to the car. Before you even start thinking about disconnecting your battery, you've got to check that you can get in the boot after it's disconnected. Now, because the boot is actually opened by the fob or the button in the cabin, these are both electronics. The only way of actually mechanically opening the boot after the battery is disconnected is with the secret lock. So put that in there. Okay, mine's working. Shut it again. Yeah, okay, we're all good. So I know now that when I disconnect my battery and accidentally close my boot, I'm going to still be able to get at the battery. One other point of bit of a top tip is to actually stuff a rag in the lock mechanism if you're going to leave the car for a long time with the battery disconnected, because it wouldn't be unknown for one of these the mechanical locks to start playing up in the winter and if it's actually closed at the time, you're going to have problems. There you go, the boot won't close, everybody's happy. And if you're like me, you left the keys in the boot, you're not going to have a big problem. Okay, so I've checked the boot, I've stuffed the rag in the catch, I'll then disconnect the battery, everything's off, but oh, I forgot, the doors have the window opening thing. So when you open the window, it drops down, but now it won't drop down when I open the door. The window isn't dropping down, and it's just coming out, but it's very, very tight on that seal. So you've got to be very, very careful not to flex the window and start breaking things. It will actually come open in this case, but I prefer to actually open the doors and leave them ajar when I disconnect the battery. I'll show you that now. So I'll reconnect the battery. I normally do this both driver's and passenger door. Oh, it's actually because I've had the battery off, I'll have to reset it. But normally I'll only drop a little bit when it's properly calibrated. Then you disconnect the battery, and obviously when you come back, the door's ajar, the window's down slightly, not as much as this, and you can get in there without any trouble. Okay, there you go, how to disconnect your battery. I hope that your video was useful, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and please subscribe if you'd like to see more XK videos.